think I got it now. IOBA, my name is TC. So, I'm about to go handle a little bit of business today. But before I go, I wanted to get this video off while it's fresh up in my head. Because I had talked about this guy before. And I wanted to do a little follow-up on what he's doing. It's Donald Trump's HUD secretary, a brother named Scott Turner. Old big, thick neck brother. I was watching some of his confirmation hearings. And yeah, he's harmless. The lady was trying to ask him if he was going to try to allocate more money for affordable housing. He was on that old, no, I'm going to just use what Massa give me. And she said, well, I guess that's a no as far as trying to get additional funds for public housing. No, I'm going to use what Massa give me. I'm going to try to use what I got. He one of them old niggas. So don't expect much from him. But we already knew that. They vetted him. If he was about change, he wouldn't be in Donald Trump's black job position now, would he? Much shit is Trump talk, though. He ain't really changed much except running down a bunch of defenseless people. But Scott Turner, he's useless to us as black people. He's a placeholder until the next administration come along. We ain't gonna hear much from him. At least I don't. Just like we didn't hear much from Ben Carson when he was in there. Every once in a while, he'll pop out and say something, but mainly, you just keep your black ass mouth shut and make your money in your black job. You know what I'm saying? That's DEI all by itself right there. Every time they continuously have to give housing and urban development to a black person. You dig me? You got like designated spots where you can insert black Democrat here or black Republican or black liberal or black conservative, but it's always that one position, and the person is usually pretty harmless. So Scott Turner is in. Let me see. I think they sent Herschel Walker to the Bahamas, I believe, as an ambassador. They sent his ass out the country. But they gave him a job too. Gave him a black job. They didn't have no black job for that Jamaican, the one that was talking about Jim Crow. And Tim Scott, they didn't have no black job for him in the administration either. Byron Donalds, that's that boy. They ain't had no black job for him. You know what I'm saying? There's only one motherfucking black job. And that goes to that light-skinned brother with the big neck named Scott Turner. I'm rocking my Eradication Squad t-shirt today. In my Trinidad and Tobago baseball cap. I told you I'd be liking the way the hats are designed. I like that shit. That's artistic to me. But enough about me. Back to the black job. Our jobs that we do still have, we got to protect. We can't let nobody DEI us out of our fucking job. You dig me? Because they're going to be coming with that bullshit. We can't let nobody DEI us out of our spot. I mean, I ain't too worried about it. I'm just, sometimes somebody has to say it. Because some young people in their 20s, the supervisor roll up on them and they don't know how to defend themselves without getting all emotional. But you got to always be ready to tweak your qualifications You do. You always got to be ready to tweak your qualifications. Get another certificate. Go to the fucking training classes. Don't blow that shit off. You more often than not, you're going to wind up the most qualified person in the room. Never be afraid to tweak your qualifications. At least stay DEI your motherfucking ass. And that's the best way to guide yourself against it, though. Because, you know, as black people, we always got to be twice as qualified, twice as good. We always had to have this special extra layer added to us in order to get a position. We always had to be twice as good. As a black man who worked in industry, in manufacturing, I always had to produce 2 and 3 times as much. I honestly fucking did. But I hit that glass ceiling, you know? And that was back when affirmative action was supposed to be helping black people, but it wasn't. It was helping white women. That was back during the affirmative action times. And then they pretty much dismantled affirmative action. You know? They got rid of DEI back then. That was a version of DEI back then. Got rid of all that shit. And then they diluted the minority classification with white women. It made white women a minority and started giving all the affirmative action to them. So that put black people right back at the bottom. Y'all gotta listen to some Professor Claude Anderson. He's one of our elders that's still around, and he breaks this stuff down year by year. He held positions in politics, you know. Me, I like to simplify shit, but if you want to learn more about some of the stuff I talk about, go check out Dr. Claude Anderson. We right back where we right in the same position we were at the end of Reconstruction. You know? So, in a way, the mass deportation, like I said earlier, is opening up opportunities. It's opening up opportunities. I'm telling you. Now, I don't like the way they're going about this. I really don't. This deportation. I really don't. But a lot of people got over for a long time. I mean, let's keep it real. A lot of people got over for a long time. And like I said, as far as DEI goes, these motherfuckers all across the board, by these motherfuckers, I mean the federal government, is thinning the fucking herd. But you got to be strategic, black people. You got to step in and fill these voids. You got to tweak your motherfucking resume. You got to increase your skill set. You got to fortify yourself against somebody rolling up on you, calling you a DEI hire and saying you ain't qualified. You always got to be overqualified. You dig me? So like I said earlier, take the motherfucking courses. Go to the goddamn workshops. They be simple. Just sit there, sip your coffee, listen, get the certificate, and get the fuck out and add it to your resume and load your shit up. You know what I mean? Load your shit up and be good and take yourself and your job seriously. Take yourself and your work seriously, even if you're working for yourself. Take yourself and your work seriously. And we'll be all right. Because our needle ain't going to move either way. Unless we move it. As black people, our needle ain't going to move either way unless we move it. But that buffer class that had us and Hispanics, us and really white people, separated. That buffer class is getting thinned with the deportation process. Because dude said what did he say, 11 million illegals? I can't, ain't no 11 million. I'm going to leave that number alone. But that's just the number they put out there. Because the numbers, you can make the numbers say whatever the fuck you want them to say, can't you? But they thinning that buffer class out. The Democrats was trying to replace the black vote. Okay, the Democrats they were trying to replace that black vote. They thought the Hispanics would align with them because of things like DACA and path to citizenship and all that, but they didn't. The Hispanics voted in large numbers for Donald Trump. So all of that trying to create that buffer class didn't work. Black people's needle didn't move either way. A bunch of us stayed home. I didn't stay home, but a bunch of us stayed home. Because and this is the reason we stayed home. Because the Democrats wasn't offering anything tangible for our vote. And you cannot vote for nothing. I voted in order to keep Donald Trump out the White House because I didn't think he deserved to be there. Not because of what I thought Kamala Harris was going to do. But like I said many times before, it is what it is. He there now. So that ship already sailed. And he pushing his Project 2025. That's already sailed. But you got to do common sense things in order to shield yourself from the effects of all that shit, black people. And that means fortifying your position. Fortifying your fucking position. Tweaking your skill set, getting your shit together. And I know I'm largely preaching to the motherfucking choir because people who look at my shit already got their shit together, right? Yes, y'all do. Because y'all be checking me out. But I'm just saying, though. And the people already starting to hit the streets. I told y'all, as the weather get warmer, you're going to start seeing more and more people hitting the streets. By the time summer roll around, it's going to be some goddamn massive protests that the mainstream media can't just blow off and ignore. And I said it before, and then I'm going to close with this. I like that line. I might repeat that shit. I said it before, and I'm going to close with this. At the end of 4 years, if Donald Trump is still in the White House at the end of 4 years, he's going to be an old, lame duck president with an approval rating hovering around 25 or 30% maybe on a good day. And he's going to be so ineffective until he might as well not even be there. I don't see Elon Musk and his muskrats lasting too much longer either. But that motherfucker got a lot of money, so ain't no telling what may happen with him. But I don't see him lasting too much longer. I think by the time the summertime comes, people going to be in the streets for real, for real. That's what I believe. I could be wrong, but I don't see the people going to sleep. They finna really find out what wokeism is. Because some of the shit that's going on just ain't gonna be tolerated, I'm telling you. Anyway, that's it for now, y'all. I got a busy day. Thanks for coming by and listening to me talk my shit. Hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to hit that 15K. Hit the like button if you like the video. I'll catch you on the next one. TC. And I'm out. Peace.